The staggering increase of Indigenous incarceration has been described as a cancer that needs to be dealt with immediately by state and federal authorities.
In 2013, despite 339 recommendations, $40 million, 3 years worth of coronial inquests, 20 years later the figure now is 26%. We've virtually doubled what it was 20 years ago, when we then felt it was necessary to have a Royal Commission. So we are at an absolute crisis point.
The head of the Northern Territory's peak Indigenous legal authority says that there needs to be a reconsideration of how to deal with this issue. Tough on crime simply isn't the answer anymore.
So much money gets poured into the jails and not enough money goes into the underlying issues as to why people come in contact with the criminal justice system.
The historic meeting today with legal authorities from across the country has called on a new Closing the Gap target to be able to map and monitor Indigenous incarceration.
The communique calls for the Commonwealth Government and all of the state and territory governments to immediately commit to including justice reform as a specific closing the gap target with accountability and reporting mechanisms built into it.
Many of those gathered for this meeting said that 20 years after the Royal Commission into deaths in custody, the fact that Indigenous incarceration has doubled is a staggering indictment. Dan Borscher, Sky News, Darwin.